This is Hudson Valley Week in Review, where we look back at the people, places, and issues making news in Ulster County and the region. I'm Amy Greene. We begin tonight in Kingston, where the new satellite campus for Ulster County Community College is now officially open. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held this week unveiling the new facility. The former Sophie Finn Elementary School will now offer classes for college students starting on Monday. We were at that ceremony this week. Ulster County Executive Michael Hine and other local officials were on hand to speak about the new satellite campus. Take a listen.
I think before we really begin, I think we should have this honest discussion with ourselves, not just of what this is, but what this isn't. You see, what this was slated to become was a vacant, boarded up building in the heart of the city of Kingston. And when we passed by and we saw the graffiti, we would all shake our heads and we'd say the phrase, they should do something about that. And that's what it could have been. And instead, let's talk about what it is. It is a college campus 100 yards away from a high school. It provides opportunity for inner city youth that they couldn't possibly dream of in the past. And yes, it will provide extraordinary opportunity for adult learners, for our police, and for our entire community. It'll become a gem right here in the heart of the city of Kingston for everyone, and that's extremely exciting. We believe this project was inspired by a deep appreciation for the value of higher education and its unparalleled potential to improve the lives of our citizens and provide greater opportunity for all to participate in the American dream. That's what this is really all about. And you see, I remember in the very beginning, so many said this was impossible. What this really is proof positive of is what is possible when a community stands together and works together at every level of government and all throughout our non-for-profit world and just everyday citizens who want something better. It's very exciting. I want to say also some key dates. Now, we're going to cut a ribbon today, but the truth is, our police training academy is already open. They're in there working diligently as we speak. Their first day of class was yesterday in this facility. The first day of classes for them at the BRC was 2 weeks ago, so they're well underway. And then it opens up to the general public. Think about what we're talking about. 3 years from the beginning of a dream, it opens up on Monday, the 24th, to the students of Ulster County. Extraordinary. I'd like to take you back to the beginning. I remember turning the corner right there with a member of the governor's staff, Letizia Taliaferro. By the way, born and raised in Ulster County, a Saugerties resident. Holly should be very happy and very proud. I said to her, I have this idea. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I think we can turn this vacant building into a satellite campus of our community college and make an enormous difference in the lives of so many young people in our community. We can make greater access for adults to change their lives. Simply put, it's one of those things that just makes perfect sense when you see it. And then you start to figure this basic question. How are we going to pay for this? That's going to cost a lot of money. And it did. We should talk briefly about the money. From the beginning, when I walked to the Dyson Foundation, asked them about this. By the way, they said something remarkable in the beginning. They said, we don't give money to counties. And I asked them why. And they said, because counties don't do anything innovative. That hurt, by the way, in case you're wondering. That really, really hurt. The good news was, by the end of that meeting, they had committed $500,000. And that $500,000 was instrumental. Like I said earlier, we reached out time and time again, and the governor's office and so many others were active in participating in this process, making sure that we got the dollars. And every time we were able to secure additional funding, whether it was for environmental projects or anything else, then we could get the project even bigger and even better. One thing I'm proud to be able to tell you is this project right here, right now, a $7.8 million project that's going to make all these positive impacts on our community is going to have zero impact on our property taxpayers. see, I always believed that everyone deserves a right to go to college, to change their lives, to make a difference, to have their community impacted, to impact the lives of their family, and it's deeply personal to me. I'm the first person in my family to ever graduate college, and I know what that means to a family. I know the way that it changes the direction of your life. There are young people right now within the heart of the city of Kingston who aren't even thinking college is a possibility for them. It's not even a dream. No one in their family ever did this. This wasn't a chance or a choice. And now it is. This is going to become one of those easy places that you can see. And the synergies and the efforts to adjust curriculum are going to be amazing between our college and the high school. And there are going to be people who are going to change their lives right before your eyes. I can't wait to see the first kid that graduates with not just a high school diploma, but with an associate's degree in hand. I can't wait to be able to talk to parents who've seen their college tuition costs slashed because their student has a significant number of credits going into another four-year institution. Yes. But I still think my favorite is the first young person I get to meet who tells me I wasn't going to get an opportunity to go to college. I didn't even think this was a chance, and now it is. That's what this facility is all about. I also want to touch base on how environmentally friendly this facility is. We talk about it being the most environmentally friendly building in county government for a reason. I'm proud to say it is built to LEED's Gold standards. We'll be getting that certification, and I'm very excited about that. There's upgraded lighting in here, windows, HVAC, all kinds of really unsexy stuff, except for one thing. It's amazing when you look at the cumulative impact and the models that we can build of what's possible in large-scale facilities with rain gardens, solar signage. By the way, there's what's called permeable pavement. Right over there, most of the cars are parked on it. What that means is really simply, instead of the storm water crashing down on those vicious storm nights, and when it rushes off and overwhelms the storm system in the city of Kingston and floods in our neighborhoods, it's just the opposite. All that water moves directly through the pavement, stays on site. There's retention ponds and a whole host of other things, all designed so that we don't negatively impact. In fact, there's less impact today than there was when it was in elementary school, even with all the paving and all the additional work. What we're sitting on right now, by the way, are permeable pavers. And it's really extraordinary, especially when you think in the front of this building, there'll be a green wall of plants that are fed by the water from the roof on this facility. Very exciting. And anybody who has an electric car, I know that's not an issue. There's an electric car charging station over there, and it's free for anybody and everybody. It's designed to continually promote the use of alternative fuel vehicles in our community and really make us the greenest county in all of New York State. Every single year, I get this great privilege, and that is to go speak at the commencement ceremony at SUNY Ulster. It's so touching, so moving. You look at all these amazing faces, and the question often gets asked, are you the first in your family to go? How many people in your family have attended SUNY Ulster? And you can't imagine how many hands we see. It's beautiful. It's why many of us participate in that process in the first place, just to be able to know that you're making a difference and impacting a community. And every year, I get the privilege of being able to thank so many of these young people. I'm not thanking them for the effort that they have made, though it has been substantial, and many have climbed mountains to get to that day of graduation. I'm thanking them for so much more. I'm thanking them for the extraordinary things they are going to do with the education they have received from an amazing faculty at SUNY Ulster that provides one of the best educations you will find anywhere, and I'll stack them up against anybody. And so our young people are leaving with extraordinary tools, and they are going to do amazing things. The exciting thing is, when they leave here, they're going to do amazing things. And the best part, the American dream is going to be available for everyone.
When we return, more from the Kingston Center's ribbon cutting ceremony. We'll be right back.